Okay, fine, but we're doing it my way. If we're gonna be doing a game that you can technically see on ladder, I'm gonna make it interesting. I got some of the top players for each of the old heroes and some of the top players for each of the new heroes. A little bit more difficult there because there's no leaderboard for half the heroes, but we figured it out. So who are the best heroes? The 6 old new ones or the 6 new ones? Let's find out. So you guys have been asking it for such a long time. We have the 6 old heroes versus the 6 new heroes of the game. And we don't just have any random players. We have so many Eternuses in our server. But we have some of the best freaking players in NA. And Kits, who is the number 6 Graves, I think, in EU right now. Anyhow, it's gonna be a fantastic game of Deadlock. Some of these guys are experts at their heroes. Some of these guys, like Saya, who's, you know, top 10 player in NA, maybe even like top 5. He's apparently not played a single game of Celeste. He tried to queue with 8 priority tokens today, has not managed to get her once. This is his first game of Celeste ever. Of course, with Celeste and Apollo, what are you gonna do? There are no leaderboards to speak of for any of these players. But it's gonna be a fantastic game of Deadlock. I do have Lycan and Chess here with me. Hello, Lycan. What do you think about this game? Who do you think has the edge? Do you think it's the new heroes, or do you think it's the old new heroes?
It's hard to tell because, I mean, the new heroes are obviously very new. People aren't very used to them yet. The old characters have, like, you know, very set and strong builds. But, I mean, all these new characters have seemed very strong so far. And it's a pretty good mix of spirit, gun damage, support, utility.
Yeah. I mean, like, all teams have, like, you know, you have a support, you have a tank. Like, you have a support, you have Rem and Paige. You have a tank, you have Silver and Victor and Billy. These teams can definitely make it work. If we saw any of these teams in an actual Deadlock match, like competitive Deadlock match, it would be a little bit, but not very surprising. The teams are balanced, which is good. We do need all sorts of heroes to make this game work. But, I mean, we need to talk a little bit about the Apollo Celeste problem. So, of course, we have incredible players playing for Apollo and Celeste. We do have Saya, top player, and Liz, who is, you know, channel regular, E6 player, the second best Viscous in NA, and he really knows his movement, right? But, like, you don't have experiences. I haven't played a game of Apollo or Celeste yet because everybody wants to play those heroes. On the other hand, these guys have played a lot of games of Billy. Oh my god, look at those light Billys. Look at this Billy, this DMB, of course. Half of these players have been in Night Shift at various points in time. It's like a very packed, very packed crew here. But yeah, look at this Billy just managing to get 2 fast kills here. What lane do you think we should really watch for?
It's hard to tell because there's a lot of, like, early... I mean, there's all good lanes with all good players, a lot of early boxing. We've got a Rem lane that's already pushed up in the mid lane here. I mean, we saw Billy versus Paulo on the right lane. And honestly, eventually the Graves lane might become a little bit more PvE than just PvP, so who knows?
I mean, yeah, this is one aspect of the game that I'm really excited about. Having both Graves and Rem in a team means that you have 2 of the strongest macro heroes in the game. Those are both heroes that can push waves by themselves. Of course, you know, these are Eternus players. They're not just going to let the waves crash to walkers. But it's going to be difficult if you have a Graves and a Rem. If you've seen this happen on ladder to you, you know that you start needing to do those team fights and do them very well. But, yeah, I mean, on the other hand, of course, we do have some very high mobility heroes. The Doorman is especially worth mentioning on the Amber side. With using those doors, being able to connect different sides. He has lost a big ability that he had, which is to get the urn from one place to another. Rip Doorman. He's now considered one of the weakest weird heroes, but still, you know, in the hands of the incredibly strong player, Doorman can be a fascinating good util. But yeah, I have been told that the plan for Team Sapphire, aka Team Archmother, is kill Victor. What do you think about that game plan, Frank?
Definitely a good idea. He's the tankiest character there next to Billy, and he might be the hardest one to take down. Although they have built-in anti-heal with, like, Venator's kit and such, so it might be a little easier to do.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it is proving very aggressive here. Look at these fights right behind enemy lines. The Graves... The Graves and the Celeste, of course. Celeste has incredible mobility. Graves a bit less. Oh, no, that is not a Graves. That's a Silver. Okay, Silver can do that. Silver is legally allowed to do that. But, yeah. He's just trying to back off, seeing if he can, you know, retreat pretty quickly. Bridge buffs in 30 seconds. That's going to be an incredibly important moment in the game. I want to see how these Eternus players are going to be able to contest here. Venator is very low. Very bloody early game so far, right? 5 to 4 kills. Normally don't see stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's been pre-ultimates. We've seen so much bloody, so much death, and a lot of ganking already, and there's another death already in the distance.
Yeah. I mean, these guys know how to abuse each other's weaknesses. But, yeah, that Mina is gonna die to fucking zaps, isn't she? Okay, no,
Yeah,
never mind.
almost did.
Almost did. But, yeah, bridge buffs are up, and we do see that Team Amber manages to secure one of them. And is Victor gonna be able to grab it? I think he did.
No.
I think Victor grabbed it.
Celeste got it. Celeste got the
got
movement
it.
buff. Which is
Celeste with
very powerful. First turn comes up. If she still has it, that's an almost guaranteed earn, I feel.
I mean, it's like only 3 minutes, so I don't think she's gonna have it. But yeah, it's like insane to get her the movement buff on Celeste. It's like basically getting extra stam for free in addition to the extra stam which you're already getting. And we do see the new Apollo ult. I think it's one of the greatest ults of the game. It's just so fun to play with. And I was shown by Liz a little bit earlier in the lobby. If you have Ballistic, which is the new weapon item that gives you extra range, and you have extra range too, that ult could go like halfway across the map. You could just like easily curse 6 heroes with it. And that alone is like fantastic util. Remember, Kelvin was one of the scariest heroes in the meta. Several people in the comments noted. Actually banned 7 times in Night Shift, but for the last video, because I was like, oh yeah, Celeste got banned 6 times on Night Shift. That's the first in Night Shift history. Apparently not. 2nd time after Kelvin. But regardless, Kelvin's biggest strength was his ult, which is isolate players, and all that can curse all the opponent's team. Insanely freaking scary. But yeah, what are we seeing so far? What are interesting items like in it?
Nothing super interesting. I think maybe the most interesting is Drifter going nothing but life strike so far.
The melee Drifter strat. I mean, there's like this very big difference between NA and EU, I've been told. I don't know how true it still is, but apparently NA loves life strike and EU hates life strike. This is like incredible. I do think life strike's a very good item, but of course there's a little bit more anti-heal in the game, especially with that Venator kit.
Oh no!
So I don't know how good that can be.
Oh no! He dashed to a wall against a silver. You never want to do that. Although, fortunately, you can't seem to follow it up yet.
Yeah. I mean, that Drifter blindness can really save you in bad moments. We do see the Page pushing here, and the Apollo is also here behind enemy. Like, well, he's trying to defend his Guardian. I don't know if he's going to be able to do much, but as we say that, okay, Guardian has been secured. Apollo has been killed. Very well done. The experience is certainly playing a very big role. Amber is 4K ahead, and I don't know. It's proving to be a very interesting game so far.
I mean, a lot of the characters that we have on the Sapphire side do feel like somewhat more late-game characters. Like, I know once Apollo gets that Flawless Advance leveled up fully, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. But, I mean, you also have Victor, who's a great late-game character, and Billy.
Yeah. I mean, Victor does strive for that end game. He's known to be a very bad laner. On the other hand, some of these characters can be very, very good laners. I mean, imagine, like, if you can become a werewolf every 15 seconds or something, you start being a very good laner indeed. But yeah, he's gonna go right in with that Lycan Curse, see if he can do some damage here. And is there gonna be a kill? That is a kill, right as the curse ends. But I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with that ult. You can't just like stay. And
no, you can't just stand around with it. You have to go in. It's very much incentivized you to go in with the low cooldowns, the great lifesteal.
Yeah. And we need to talk about how this curse is actually really debilitating for Mina. But yeah, the Mina does get a pick. 38 to 37k, game a little bit more balanced now. It is back and forth. These guys are all incredible players, so it doesn't surprise me at all. And we do see the mobility. We have seen Kinetic Dash. Do we see Arcane Surge and Superior Stam as well as items on this hero? Or is it just Kinetic Dash that we see?
I think mostly Kinetic, just for the keeping the ammo up, because she's got such a low pool of it. You'll see a lot more Spirit items on this character, I feel, because her Spirit is just so strong.
Yeah, I mean, like, after the nerfs from yesterday, of course, her Spirit needs to really, really be buffed. But yeah, she gets like minus 6% bullet resist and lost a whole bunch of power. But yeah, I mean, it happens. The new heroes get released. I think what happened, which was a big problem, was that Rem released and he was clearly an underpowered hero. And now suddenly you need to buff all the other heroes to counteract that. Yeah, very bloody game. I mean, like, I love seeing Eternus players play against each other, especially like high Eternus players, because you can see how quickly and mobile they move, trying to get every opportunity out there. They do get that Guardian on lane number 2, but this Apollo is kind of low. Doesn't matter.
His repose put him right into the path of those horses. That's unfortunate. And now it seems like Amber is just pushing straight for Sapphire's first middle Guardian.
Yeah.
Although we have a Celeste here. Celeste's here, and there's 4 Amber here. She has her ult. Oh no, she miffed it.
Yeah, Silver comes in. If you manage to get one of those, yeah. Silver's Bola is just such a powerful weapon against the Mina because Mina relies on that ability to move around. She's just a dead fish in the water or whatever you call it without it. Anyhow, we do see a little bit of movement here. Gets the puzzle done. Doesn't matter. Immediately gets killed with a bullet. That is the power of the Doorman. Could just, you know, not a very strong hero, but he can still fuck you up. And, oh my god, the Apollo! The parry! He could have easily won there, and that is death for Liz. Of course, this DMB, one of the best players in NA. Of course, I mean, like, with the urn being secured, the Doorman is pulling it in. He doesn't have the door anymore. And we do already see the Billy is 15k! What the actual F? This is very, very interesting. I mean, like, the Billy can be very strong. He's definitely one of the heroes that profits the most off of being ahead, and he can be very, very scary. Because how are you gonna beat him? You're gonna need like every curse that exists. And we do see Decay has already been bought, presumably specifically for him. Doorman is trying to deposit that urn. Is he gonna be able to make it there? Big fight. The urn has been secured, I think. I don't know. It is so chaotic.
No,
the ball
it's not been secured yet, and that huge Celestial.
Yeah, Rem grabs
it. They're still fighting over it. Enough.
Yeah, Rem gets grabbed. Labubu is a dead boo-boo. And that Venator is also still fighting. He does have that anti-heal against Billy. Incredibly important, but like... he's just dying. He just gets incredibly destroyed. The urn is still there.
Still fighting over it.
Still there. The Billy, an 8-kill streak. This Billy is dominating the game. Kane is dead too. Oh my god, this Billy is just pressing Q over and over again. It doesn't matter. The urn has been secured, however.
Saya got it, though.
Yeah. He's going to use his mobility to just try and stay above him. What are you going to do as Billy if he just, like, hovers around you? The silence is so insane, but yeah, you have to back off, and you need something to get rid of this Billy. That troublesome goat. Anyhow, the push is still going strong for lane number 3. The players are trying to back there and see if they can get some sort of advantage. Of course, the game is only 66 to 63k, other than the DMB. The rest of the team is a little bit underfed, if anything. I mean, like, a 9.6k Mina is a little bit miserable. On the other hand, the Sapphire team is a lot more balanced. Venator and Silver being the strongest players. Silver, of course, really, really likes being incredibly strong in the lobby. Venator's a little bit caught out of position here. Is he going to be able to do much? He's just going ring around the rosy, trying to do any sort of thing around his Guardian, but doesn't matter. That is one hell of a dead Guardian on lane number 1. And that's a little bit more positioning. These macro heroes, of course, are going to need to start doing some macro. Rem does get a sleep here. Drifter is close to dying. But, I mean, you're not going to be able to 1v1 a Drifter here. I don't care how good you are at him. Okay, he manages to teleport.
With the tag along.
Yeah, but the Mina is there too? Okay, Mina puts a gravestone. They decide to back out. It starts becoming too freaking risky. And, yeah.
Celeste is currently just chasing the Mina. And might be one of the only characters that is able to chase the Mina, honestly, with how much stamina Mina players build.
Yeah,
it seems like they just sort of disengage.
Yeah, I mean, like, just Vampiric Sanguine Retreat is just such a strong ability. Going after that Page, of course, this is Saya. He knows who to pick from the enemy position, and a Page is always very good to isolate. She's not a great 1v1er, arguably the worst 1v1er in the game. But this is Chua playing Page. He's the top Chua. He's a top Chua. He's a top Page player, and he's well known for his melee builds. I don't know, what kind of funky build is he going, support or melee?
I think he's going melee with Trophy Collector.
He's going melee with Trophy Collector. Let's go. This is the sort of Chua build that I like seeing. I mean,
he has 6 stacks. He's actually not doing terrible.
I mean, like, Paige is one of the few characters in the game that's allowed to get Trophy Collector. I don't think it's a great item on her, but she's definitely allowed to get it. Billy is forced to retreat on how from this fight, and suddenly Team Sapphire is just doing a lot of bruising. The Guardian is going to go down almost immediately. Are they going to go and past that Walker? I don't think so. I think you retreat, you grab your win, and 79 to 76k. Fantastic game so far, right, Lakin?
Oh yeah, this has been entertaining from start to finish.
Yeah. But yeah. Bridge buffs have just popped up. I think this is going to be a big secure on the right and on the left. Celeste, I think, got the left bridge buff. And the next urn is popping. I don't know. Have you heard of any like weird techniques to do urn with Apollo or some BS like that? Just use
not Apollo, but I have seen the Celeste ones, which are very strong.
Yeah. I saw the one where if you reserved your ult, you could like fly across the map. I think that got patched before this game, thankfully. Anyhow, Rem is inside that Venator. Is he gonna be able to live long enough? Gets 2 parries there! That's actually insane! It's not gonna be enough to make sure he survives, but 2 parries is insane there. Gives him a little bit more breathing time. And the Billy is going to advance towards that Walker number 1. Dormant is trying to go back, trying to grab that urn while they have a positional advantage. Drifter is defending, or attacking here rather, but he gets stunned, and that stun is enough to kill him. And the urn is being grabbed by Team Amber. Of course, the new heroes, the old heroes still have a lot of mobility. They can grab that urn. And we just see almost no heroes on the left side of the map. Okay, this Billy is being isolated. He is dying. And, I mean, this is very important. The Billy is just so strong, of course, played by an incredible player. You want to kill him as soon as possible. Apollo is trying to kill that Mina. Mina gets a 3-kill streak. Yeah, I mean, so far, so good. Urn is back in base. What do you think about that? Do you think that Team Sapphire should try and deposit the Urn or just, like, leave it in base and hope for the best?
I think they just want to leave it in base because they know Victor's there. Victor's just kind of been there by himself, farming his entire left side of the map. He's not taken place in lots of fights just to get the free waves.
Yeah, I mean, you need that Victor to be incredibly strong. I mean, especially when you have DMB as Billy, and you're able to have like a big frontline tanky person in all of the team fights without having to quote-unquote expose your Victor. Might as well just aim for the late game. He has gone for a very early infuser. Is that a thing as Victor?
Oh no, 100%. It's his best. It's one of his best items.
Oh, I know. I just always assumed it was like more late game than 20k.
No,
anyhow,
if you can get that early before the people get their anti-heal offline, it's great. We'll see it in this fight how strong it is.
Yeah, okay. He has pressed the infuser, and of course the Silver immediately back seeing that infuser icon, and she gets Bear Nest. The Victor is very low, 300 health right now. He does have his revive. You do not want to use that revive just for shits and giggles. Alright, Silver is still here, and no more ult. She's going to be isolated behind enemy lines. Is she going to be killed? No, she manages. She's still fighting. She's still fighting. No, the Venator is there. She's safe. Yeah, I mean, okay, we're going into this big fight right now. I mean, big fight for the Urn. The Urn has already been secured. And a ball comes in. The ball is missed. The ball is missed. That is huge. You get half of that refund back, but that doesn't matter because who cares if you lose your entire team? That is several deaths right now. But this Celeste is just flying all over. She does still have 3 charges. She's not going to be able to do that 1v1, though. She wants to go outside, see if she can get the max amount of splash damage. Goes towards Amina, gets a nice light melee or heavy melee, I think, with the Urn. And that's several kills. And Team Sapphire does manage to get a team wipe. Very well done. Are they going to go for an early mid here? Doesn't seem like it. Anyhow, we need to really talk about Shua's punch build. He is well known for it. For people who don't know, Paige's heavy melee scales with Spirit, which means that she can be a very good support character and do a lot of damage with those melees. And of course, Shua is an incredible player. He knows how to bait those parries, and he knows how to do maximum damage. His trophy stack is already at 10 stacks, so I mean that's pretty freaking good, especially at minute 20. It's starting to provide value. It's like not a bad trophy stack. Paige is, of course, one of the few characters that can grab it. And we do see a little bit of a fight evolving here. Decay has been landed on that Billy, and I do see another curse landed
on the Billy. Yep, they know who their biggest opponent is right now.
They know who their opponent is.
Celeste is absolutely chasing him with her movement buff, as well as having superior stamina, kinetic dash.
Oh my god, look at her movement.
Already going to the mid lane fight to defend the Walker.
Yeah. Now, of course, are you going to be able to do a lot of work here? I think so. I think you are allowed to just, like, pressure here while your Silver in the back is just grabbing the Urn. You can just, like, 1v2, 2v1. You can just back out whenever you want. The Urn is being secured. We do see the Victor in position there. Let's see if we can get that Victor. Victor Cam. Right, are they going to drop here? Ooh, this is always so fun because you have like no clue they're there. Well, of course the Apollo now sees them. No stun to the drop and gets the knockdown. Is there gonna be enough damage here? Gets the Urn. Urn has been secured. Perfect. But at what cost? 2 deaths for the Urn? I don't think that's worth it because at 46 seconds and 32 seconds, that's mid. Especially this Doorman dies too.
That's another kill.
Yeah, very, very bad.
I mean, they take Walker here at least.
I mean, like, I think you have to go mid. Silver is fighting this Billy right here. Knockdowns aplenty. And I mean, like, again, in a 1v1 fight, until you get that ult, you are completely overpowered by the Billy. But, yeah, the Billy's gonna back. They know not to be too aggressive here. They are 10k behind at this point. Yeah.
We see a knockdown, or a curse on the Sapphire side to deal with the Billy, but there's also just other abilities they have that is really good against him.
Yeah.
As we see there, once again, collapsing onto the Billy.
Yeah. But yeah, the Labubu is trying to do something here, trying to do a whole bunch of damage. The Billy is coming in towards that Rem. Is there going to be enough here? Nope. Billy is dead so. And that Billy being dead is just so powerful, especially if that Victor dies too. Victor does have his ult. That's going to be enough to make him sure that he survives for a little bit more. And, I mean, it's going to be a little bit painful.
We see Saya coming in off the side, coming into this fight. Encounters the enemy Drifter.
Yeah, I mean, like,
fully in the fight.
Alright, Doorman comes in, gets that Baroness, but the Victor is just dead. Yeah.
Right now. I mean, it's not surprising. I mean, you've got a lot of the powerful enemies dead and gone. Not a lot of ults. No Billy ult to contest. I mean, you can just kind of take this free. They all walk away from it, though. No one wants to touch the crystal.
Yeah, it's just very dangerous. You want to be always safe there. Of course, when you have like big team fight ults, it's always risky to be near that crystal. And mid has been secured. Anyhow, a whole bunch of wave clearing is happening. When that rejuve is on, you just do not want to be on the bad side of it. And of course, when they have two macro heroes, it just becomes so freaking dangerous. They can just put a bunch of Rem minions, they can just put a Graves ult, and suddenly you're forced to like pivot to defend your side lanes as your big walker gets attacked. It seems, however, that the fight that Team Sapphire wants to pick is Earn. What do you think about that?
I think it's a wise choice. You want to get earned. If they don't, they lose it. I mean, they can't get any comeback souls from it. Apollo's just kind of walking around, not really contested. We see Amber sort of kind of grouping up mid between the lanes, but I don't know if they'll be able to get there fast enough. And Liz, he very much knows his routes.
Yeah. Of course. Now the Mina is trying to catch someone unawares, trying to get a rejuve off. They fail to get it. They should probably retreat. The Graves is, however, in the center of the enemy position. Is she going to be able to do much here? She does have that sapping, and that sapping is just so valuable. Summons the skulls. Big fight happening right here. Is this the fight that you want? Is this the fight that you need? I don't know.
I mean, I think it is. I mean, they're pushing the Walker whilst doing this.
Yeah.
A
whole bunch of damage. Yeah, a whole bunch of damage happening right now. And I mean, like, it's proving to be a little bit insane. I do see a whole bunch of damage to that Walker. And are they going to go in? They're going in. They're all blinded, of course, because of that Drifter ult. And, however, you cannot attack that Celeste. She does have that big crystal around her, which means that you get silence if you're anywhere near her. The damage is insane, but now they're going to go for picks. And ult has been summoned. Big ult, and that's enough. 2 kills? 3 kills? Oh no, Team Amber. Team Amber is being annihilated.
The new blood might be just too strong.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are incredibly cool heroes. They're maybe a little bit overtuned, except Apollo. He's not doing so hot. But yeah, I mean, base is going to be destroyed right here. Is there going to be enough time to take the shrines? I think so. I think with 3 picks, you are allowed to take the shrines. What is that Mina doing, on the other hand? That Mina is just vibing, trying to get Walker #1. She doesn't have any minions, though. And I don't think she's going to be allowed to get any minions. The shrines are falling as we speak. I think you do shrines and get out. I don't think you might not even have enough time to get that Walker. But yeah, Mina is just vibing in the center of the map. I'm loving this. Anyhow, trying to get one last pick on that Doorman. Is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. And maybe now with that pick on the Doorman, you are allowed to stay. Get the Hidden King and get the frick out of there. Anyhow, a little bit of pause lock. It seems like our one of our players has been blocked. Of course, the game is very buggy at times. Not much you can do about it. Gets that friendly Guardian, and
I mean, this is a big team fight in the base, but Victor is just living, and his health is just going up.
Yeah, I mean, like,
He's
the Victor is
actually... Rejuve all by himself already. 2 Rejuves by himself.
But
he finally goes down.
Finally goes down. That's going to be enough damage. They're going to try and look for a pick here. There was one person hidden there. Good Eternus knowledge. They do get that Hidden King. And are they going to stay and try and wrap this up? Yes, no, maybe so. Erebus is going down right now. Is he actually? No, he might have survived. The power of the doorman gets him a little bit more life left. And now the assault for the Hidden King is strong. 40k up. Is there going to be enough damage from Team Amber to defend their own base? It seems like maybe. They're going out, and with a dead Venator, with a dead Apollo, not much you can do there. You're just going to be forced to back out. Team Amber is going to live to fight another day, and might even get another pick here. Nope, they just decide to back out. Gets the silver, gets the silver. That's pretty freaking good. Good defense there.
You see, the doorman is actually closing in on the graves right now. You could hear him put the doors down. She's just hiding in a little juke closet.
Well, do they know? Do they know? Nope.
I don't think they do.
She does have fortitude,
so he's just healing up.
Yeah, he's healing up pretty quickly.
Tide has very much turned. Amber is the one's pushing base now.
Yeah, and the soul difference, which was 40k, was very scary. Suddenly only 20k, and I mean, they're going to be able to do some damage. They do have that Graves out of position. Are they going to be able to pick her? Graves is just so dangerous to chase. She does have all of those incredible traps and skulls and ghouls and
throwing everything at the wall to try to get away. And I think it's working. I mean, Billy's dead. Celeste ult.
Yeah, losing Billy as
Mina right now.
Yeah, losing Billy as your main tank is just going to be so dangerous. Mina is going to be forced to back. She is being chased by Celeste, the only character in the game who is allowed to chase her on equal terms. She's going in, and I mean, are you going to be able to make her? Oh no, she's going to go after the doorman instead. Doorman teleports out. Very funky stuff going on. Saya, who has never played the hero before, is leading the lobby in terms of souls. This is insane. This is the power of having an actual pro, like a legitimate top 5 NA player in your lobby. Just he starts hard carrying. Mina is picked right there with 2 picks. Ooh, I think Team Sapphire is allowed to just march towards the base and end the game.
Saya's doing more than march at it. He's making a beeline for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, he tried to get the Drifter out of position, makes the Drifter use his ult, which is so freaking valuable. However, the curses selling Kits is caught out of position. That is one hell of a dead Graves, and it seems like Team Sapphire is going to have to be fine with just getting the urn.
I want to get the urn.
Yeah.
That's a comeback run at this point. You deny Amber anything you can. Yep, no able to contest.
Of course.
Oh my lord.
Oh, that is so much damage. Liz caught out of position. And that is one huge pick for Team Amber. That might be enough to get them to pay. And I mean, they're going to get the Billy too? Oh, God. That's very freaking bad. I mean, like, very, very bloody game for both sides. You're like, oh, they get a pick. They might turn the game around. Suddenly, boom, another pick comes. Silver does transform into a big, bad werewolf.
Oh,
and a little bit of pause lock. and
the fight is still going. I mean, Silver's just going in and existing. Victor ult popped.
Yes. I mean, yeah, like, this is proving so bloody. The Silver's ult is still going on. She's going to go right after that Victor. Victor v Silver, 2 of the strongest tanks in the game. But her ult is over. Is that going to be enough time? Oh, my God. Look at the insane lag happening from that. And that's...
Lord, so much happening.
I know, that was insane. That is the power. The power of Grace to just like crash the whole freaking game, and I think that's enough.
That's just an end. The King's already down. I mean, they don't have any ults to contest this. Mina's not gonna do much if she can even be there.
Yeah, it is gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. It is gonna be a game for the new heroes.
To defend, though. I don't know. They have enough to defend.
Well, yeah, no, they lose the page. They lose the doorman. I think this is it. It is. Team Amber loss. Team Sapphires win. GG. What an incredible game of Deadlock. Isn't that right, guys? I really do appreciate all of these pros coming in and showing us a masterclass in playing their heroes. Anyhow, like and subscribe, and have a good day, folks.